Monday morning, guys. 7:25, and look who's come to join us. Little Bonbons. Bonbons has the vets today, so I thought I'd bring her to work. So she's sitting pretty, aren't you? She's old girl now, though. Old but gold. A bit like most of our kit. You know what, Jack?
Old's an understatement.
Yeah.
Sam's, what are we now, 34?
34 years of age.
And Sam's had Bonnie since he was 17.
Yeah.
She wasn't a baby then.
No, she was a year old when I got her. Chucked out of a window at Ridgeons in all places. And I've had her ever since.
Not Sam's window, someone else chucked her out.
Yeah, not my window.
Sam rescued her like Superman.
Little sausages, aren't you? So yeah, a bit like the struggler's little dog, we have little bonbons. Yes guys, well it's been a lovely weekend. I went to the steam fair, Jack went to the coast, and I met Trucker Tim and Jack met some dolphins. Didn't you, Jack?
Yeah, I went swimming at the seaside.
He went swimming, yeah, he had his armbands on and everything, Jack.
Yeah.
So yeah, big day today guys. Jack is starting his course today, his CPC manager's course. So me, Chunky and Andy are the only three working today, and we're going to keep busy. Isn't that right, Jack?
Yeah, we've got those thumbs to put on. Well,
Yeah.
we've got one thumb on because then you've got one machine back. What else we've got to do? We've got to insulate that standpipe because we didn't insulate it on Friday, we've got to do that today. And
Get things ready for the yard fence today.
Yeah, Andy and Legs backfilled those trenches on Friday. So, yeah.
Yeah, all go guys.
Back to the ponds, down the yard, doing my CPC, busy week.
Yeah, back to the B, back to the B. Bye.
B to the B, B to the B, ski.
Ha, mine to the C. Bah.
Right, first job today, guys. Get the old power barrow out. Down higher. You ain't seen this yet, but it's a little tracked wheelbarrow. 300 kilos, but I think we've put about half a tonne in it. And it shifts it. So if you've got a lot of dirt to move through a gate or somewhere that's hard to get to for a dumper, get the power barrow out. They've got the power barrow, one of the little whacker plates, and the micro. So let's get them loaded up. Guys, everyone's out doing their stuff. It's just coming up to 8:30. Although Alexa's telling me it's just coming up to 7:30, but it's not 7:30. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:27 AM.
8:27 AM. 8:27, yeah. So just sitting down, ready to start my Transport Manager CPC training. So it's going to be all about tachos, loading, working hours, legislation, all these fun things. I tell you what, I'm a bit excited. I do like a course. In a previous life, I actually worked for a training provider, and I do like a nice bit of training. So got a drink is ready, got a pen, got my course notes. So let's log on and become a transport manager. I'll check in with you. I'll hopefully get Sam to do some filming as well today. He's going to put the thumb on the 3-tonner. And yeah, watch this space. Just on a little break, my training. We've been doing some very exciting stuff today. HR, industrial negotiations. We're just going to move on to health and safety, which actually I like doing. So I thought I'd come downstairs and see what these lot are up to. No one's in here. But it looks like they've got the auger out. We're going to be down the new yard this week, finishing off some fencing. And obviously the auger's going to come in handy for that. It's obviously set up to go on the 3.3. I mentioned in last week's video, but the headstock has been made so that we can interchange the pins for the 3.3 and the 1.7. And I think I overheard tale of them needing to go to Pertec and get a different pipe or get a converter. Now the auger will go on the 3.3 and the 1.7, but they actually have different connections on. I think they're all the same size. I think they're all 19mm other than this one here, I think, on the 3.3, which is a 32mm. I might be talking out my arse, but I think that's what it is. So I think Chunky's just nipped there to get another connection. You know, they've had the odds and sods box out, trying to find one that will work. No such luck, I think. But yeah, that's on. Sam wanted to get the thumb on that this week as well. Obviously, we've got to take the thumb, this bit off, and then just weld this back plate here. So this bit here sits down here, so it can pinch together with the bucket. Lovely. I'm going to take a walk across. I think they're pouring some blocks. I'm going to take a walk across there and say hello while I've got a few minutes to stretch my legs. Lovely. Morning, guys. Tuesday. Not got a day of training today. I'm back on training tomorrow. It was quite a good first day yesterday. We did all the HR stuff, industrial relations, yeah, sort of pay rates and maternity leave and sickness and all those things. Plus we did a bit of health and safety, which I enjoy. I do like a bit of health and safety. I've actually got a qualification in it from a previous life. And my God, do we need it some days. But yes, Tuesday, we are actually spending a day down the new yard today with some fencing. So obviously without any water on site, we've got to take an IBC of water. Actually, it's just there. IBC of water, pallet of postcrete, and the V-mesh fencing that we've got. So we're going to do the left-hand side down to the bottom. We're just going to pour some blocks and then crack on with our day. Cheers.
Go, 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 guys. We are on Tuesday morning, 8 AM. Block moulds have been split, stacked up, put back together, sprayed up, ready for the next pour. There's Pinky and there's Perky. We're getting there, guys. Got a lovely stack coming on. Nice stack of blocks. Look at all them, look. Coming on now, guys, coming on. All go, go, go.
Right, so blocks poured. Now we're setting up for fencing. Well, there's no water down the new yard, so there's the IBC. Post hole diggers, postcrete, brick box, battery box, drills, wheelbarrow, 3-tonner with the new auger. So we'll see how that goes. That's going to go on the lorry with the fence panels. And yes, I get down there, I'm going to get a coffee on the way, I think. So down the new yard, diggers off. I'm just going to take the auger off, put the ditching bucket on, clean the line, ready for the fence, because we're fencing down this side today. Obviously the front and that side are done. So that will just leave us the back and the entranceway with the gates. So get that line cleared, string line up. We've got a corner post at the end of this run to go off, step it down, get a fence up. And it's not overly hot today, which is lovely. Cheers. Hi. So we finished that run of fencing down the back line. We've left it a panel short because we're going to rework the bank. There's quite a big bank along here down to the next unit. So we've got to rework it in that corner just to make sure that we're happy with it. And what I'm doing now is we're going to start clearing from the roadside down there a line, so we can then start thinking about the back fence. Obviously, again, we need to sort the bank out, so Annie's going to bring the 9-tonner down tomorrow. Level about a bit, sort the bank out. This is where the bays are going. So you see that peg there, this is the back wall of the bays down to here. So that's an L shape going up there and then along there, all the way to the entrance. Obviously the entrance is coming in there, site office sitting there, workshop, hoop roof here, and then 26 metre long ex-MOD hoop tent aircraft hangar going there. And then this little sort of compound at the back, the thinking is that this will be a little rentable compound, either for me and Sam's use, obviously Sam's projects and stuff that he needs a home for, and my motorbike can have a very small corner. But the plan is to rent this out. So we've got planning to have another 2 containers here with a hoop roof, and then one of the 30-foot site offices at this end, and it'll have power and water and it'll be secure. Obviously we couldn't take the bays too much further along because again we've got a bank down to Faulkner Road, so the weight had to be sitting on the most virgin ground we had, which is this area. Obviously we've got to cut back a bit further yet to get the bays back as big as we can, and yeah, that's where we're at. It feels good to be down here, but like I said on last week's video, I can't wait for it to be hard stood because there's lots of brambles and stinger nettles and spiky bits. And it rained, so now it's hot and wet and humid. Lovely. So this is going to be a tricky bit of fencing. We've got to come down from the road up this slope, and we're already, so that you can just see the fence we put in just through there, and so this is probably 3 meters higher than the down there, over the space of 4 meters. So it's going to be some quite pronounced steps to get down to the roadside. And then the plan is to run the fence along this secondary bank all the way to the end. Obviously that's the top bank there. We're going to run it on this secondary bank, I think. Back to the yard, getting some more of those fence panels out for the yard. We had them out end of last week, and then Sam has tucked them back again, so we'll get all this out. All these thousands of 8x4 sheets, auction wins they are, ready to refurb the 60-foot site office. We've got a hell of a lot of boards. That lot there cost us about 400 quid. Auctions are the way forward. They were all stored on these, so that big thing there and that one up on that roof, 8x4 sheet like racking, and on top of there is a scaff tower. Yeah, lovely. So that's actually the double leaf gates that will go on the end of the entranceway. So they match the V-mesh fencing. So we've got V-mesh, it might be prism mesh gates, same colour though. 8x8 posts. I think it's 8 metre gates, 2 4 metre leaves. Might be 2 3 metre leaves. It's one of the two. But once the entranceway's in, we can fence down, put the gate in, fence back up. So you can pull onto the entranceway before the gate, basically. Wednesday morning, guys. I've got my course again today. We're doing financial management, all the costing sheets, making sure our new tramping routes are going to bring in enough money to cover the maintenance bills, all that sort of jazz. Andy's down the yard, the new yard, with the 9-tonner. Going to sort the bank out a bit more, do a bit more levelling, move some of the hardcore we've got down there already, have a bit of a tidy up. We've cleared the line for the next bit of fencing. We're going to do that tomorrow and then back to the pond Friday to get it all sanded up. But 9 tonner out today. Going to get the thumb. Sam wants to get the thumb on the 3 tonner, ready for when we're rocking at the pond, so he's going to do that. And we're just setting up for some more blocks. 2 blocks a day this week, so 10 blocks. We're already at 29 in total. So at that rate, 10 blocks a week, we'll be ready to go live with the concrete bays. Lovely.
Right guys, today's task, as always, I started the project and not filmed anything. So today's task, we are putting the new thumb on the 3 tonner arm. So I had to hang it on the main boom, piece of wire rope, hung it off of there, so it was laid against the main boom. And then we marked around it all, got it in position, grounded it all up, so the thumb meets the bucket, marked it all up, then had to move it away, ground it all off nice and clean, and then we started to weld it on. Well, that bit isn't yet, the top. We welded the top up, and we've gone right the way down here, welded it all up. So I've just got to finish welding it now, but it is on the machine and looking quite good. So I'll do a little time lapse for the last sort of half an hour of the job. Would have been good if I started from the very start, but hey ho, you know what I'm like. Jack is on his lunch break from his course, and yeah, chunky.
I now know what an invoice is. Thank you to my Transport Manager CPC. I now know what an invoice is.
Have they told you?
They have, yeah.
So
an invoice is a little piece of metal that you squeeze onto 2 bits of paper and it connects it together. Oh, that's a staple. An invoice. Yeah, we haven't even touched the Lorry yet. 2 days of marketing, health and safety, HR. Yes.
All the stuff you need to know to run a transport company, Jack.
Exactly.
Isn't it unreal? What they won't do is tell you how to drive a lorry properly.
Or fit a hydraulic thumb to a 3-ton digger.
Yes. So we're on this, well I'm on this, Jack's on course, Andy's down the new bit of land, doing some levelling. Connor and Chunky have gone out machinery moving. Yeah. So yeah.
Now obviously you know this is for the pond job to move the rocks. Now some of those boulders aren't going to fit even with the size of this.
No, you're going to have to take the
forklift.
forklift.
And strops I think, but for the majority of them this thumb will work.
Yeah, so that's what I've been on.
And we were just talking about the 1.7. Now the 1.7's quite light on the tail end as it is. So the worry is that we might need to get a bigger tombstone. Yeah,
a bit more weight on the back. But look at that welding, guys. I mean, I ain't no professional, but that ain't half good, hey? Yeah. Well, anyway, time lapse inbound. Lovely, jubbly. Up to the B, to the I, to the C. Ha ha!
So that's one thumb on. I don't know if Sam did any more filming after I came down. I saw him picking things out the skip and seeing how well it would crush them. If he didn't film it, we're going to do some more crushing with it and see what sort of power it's got. I'm going to crack back on with my course. I've got a progress test. So let's see what progress I've made.
Here we are, guys, down the yard, down the new yard. The long-winded yard. So Andy's down here, look, making a bit of a mess. No, he's doing all right actually. So this hedge here, where are we? So we've got new entranceway coming in there, but this hedge that runs along here was like 1.5 meters, 2 meters wide. I said, there's no need for it to be that wide. So we've cut back into the hedge, because then we've got the concrete walls coming down the back of here, right the way down here for the back of the bays. So he's cut all that back. He's took the ground down another 6 inches. So he's done all this down here, look, right the way down there, all the way on the back. Took another 6 inches off all this, and now he's sorting the bank out along the back of the property, trying to make it another metre, slope it all in, so then we can run our fence along the top of this bank to join the existing fence over here that we done yesterday. So yeah, he's cracking on. He does like the 9-tonne machine. They're a perfect pair, you know. Big A and a 9-tonne machine. They're a perfect pair. They can shift a lot of dirt in a day. Look at him go, look. He loves it, he does. Bit of digger dancing. So yeah, he's just making the bank nice. He's going to track it all in. But it's all going well, all going swimmingly. So yeah, just another day down the yard trying to get things sorted out. One day soon we'll be filming on here with all our gear. We'll be fully fledged builders, merchants in Haverhill. That's what we'll be. But yeah, here we are, guys. Anyway, I'm back to the yard now. Gonna go and see what Legs is up to. He just rung me, he wants some biscuits. I said, well mate, let's see what you've done today. If you've done enough work, you might get some biscuits. So I best go and track down some hobnobs. Toodle pip.
Time for some well-needed grease. Nothing like grease in a grab lorry. There's nipples everywhere.
Right guys, it is, oh, hold on a minute, we've got some weapons in the middle of the road that don't know how to drive. Tuesday evening, come on then. Tuesday evening, 6 minutes past 5, on my way home. So today has consisted of putting the new thumb onto the 3-tonne digger. Legs and Chunky have been out getting things ready for jobs, moving machinery about. I've been on a bit of maintenance, getting the gravel greased up, getting the thumb put on, just general maintenance really. One of them days. And Andy's been down the new yard, as you've probably seen in the previous clip. So yeah, everyone has been keeping busy. Oh, and Jack's been on his course, which he seems to be sailing away with. I think he's actually enjoying it. So yeah. So anyway, evening waffle. Evening waffle with Sam. So this is the waffle take 2. Because I'd done a lovely waffle earlier, waffled on for ages I did, and I forgot to press record. So this is take 2. So evening waffle with Sam seems to be a fortnightly thing, and yeah, just so happens that it's fallen tonight. So subject matter for this evening is, I think it's going to be more planning issues, more planning concerns, more relative planning information. So I haven't really been involved with the planning authorities at all in my lifetime. Done extensions, all that sort of stuff, but obviously the customers always sorted it out. Never applied for it myself or anything like that up until now with the new yard. So new yard, you all know what conditions we had put on and imposed on us for the new yard. A load of shit that was. one of them stipulated that we can't do any work inside the land until a bound surface was put in, a new entranceway. And we abided by that rule, and we have abided by that rule for quite some time, up until about last week, where we thought, sod it. That rule has now gone out the window for us because, and I'll tell you why, a local firm has bought a bit of land just at the end of our road where our new yard's going. And if they see this clip, they'll know who they are. Anyway, they've built the biggest shed on that bit of land this side of Marrakesh. It's absolutely huge. Fucking great thing it is. And they build it, and they're still building it under the radar. Well, they're no longer under the radar because a lot of people have complained about it and kicked up a fuss, and the local planning authority is now involved. They've decided to build it without planning. Now, little old companies like us, you know, we do things by the book most of the time, and we had all them conditions imposed on us that we couldn't do this until that stage. Had to put up a bloody bat boxes and floodlit cycle sheds and all that crap, and yet these old boys have gone along and put this fucking great shed up without planning, and they're continuing to build it. What got my goat, and the reason me and Jack then thought to ourselves, sod it, we're going to do what we want now, was because the planning enforcement officers went down there and walked in. Yeah, hello chaps, yeah, you're building a big shed here without planning. Yeah, not a problem, just put in for planning now. Now you've built the shed, just put in for planning now. We're not going to stop you doing any work. Can you believe it? They're 3/4 of the way through building this shed, barn, warehouse, fucking huge structure. They're 3/4 of the way of building it, and they're not going to be stopped because it's deemed likely that they would have got planning anyway. The law states that they can carry on building and put in for retrospective planning, and the council are up in arms about it. The local town council are up in arms about it, but they can't stop them building it because it means they've got to take them to court, and the council will have to pay for the court. So yeah, it seems like they're just going to get away with building it. They're not going to get stopped. I think it's an absolute outrage how these companies can do this. These big boy companies, you know, all daddy's money. Because they've got a bit of wonga, they can get away with doing what they like. And then us boys at the bottom that are hard working and do things by the book have to get squashed. So we're not having it anymore. We're not having it. We thought, sod that. So now we're on the land doing what we want. We're digging holes, we're moving soil, we're banking stuff up. We are doing what we want. And there's not a lot they can do about it. Because if they turn up and say, stop what you're doing, I say, no. Hey, we're halfway through building this land and you can't touch us. So yeah, we're taking a leaf out of their book. Maybe it's not the brightest idea, but we're doing it now. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous. The planning service and the planning authority in this country, that needs a good old shake-up. That needs a good DainesLowe shake-up, because it's an absolute shower of shite. One rule for one and one rule for another, but I suppose Britain's been built on that for a long time. One rule for the hierarchy and one rule for the lower hierarchy, the peasants. I mean, I don't class myself as a peasant, nor do I class the company as a peasant, but we're a lot smaller than what that company is. So, and apparently they've done it previous occasions as well, in Essex. So they're well known for building structures, sheds, barns, warehouses, whatever you want to call it. They're well known for building them without planning permission, and then just getting planning once it's built. I suppose it's, you know, one way around getting it, but I hope they I hope they put on all these, they impose them with all these different things they've got to do and put right, and I hope it costs them thousands.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
So yeah, it's tickled me a little, really, because we've been working bloody hard for this yard and waited 2 years, and now we've got this hold up of the fibre companies and their fucking lines in the middle of the path, and it's put us back. We're probably 2 weeks behind schedule now. And another thing that's just bit the dust today and annoyed me even more, one of our signs has gone missing. Our big old banners that we put around Haverhill saying DainesLowe's new yard opening soon, someone's had one away already. Now whether that was a local resident or whether it's the council, I don't know, but it was on a derelict bit of land on the roundabout, and it's gone. It's grown legs and walked off. So yeah, another little thing just to add to the list of things that are against us at the moment. But in better news, we're back at the pond next week. The liner's going in, and then once the liner's in, we are rocking in the free world. So yeah, once the liner's in, we are on the home straight. So the next couple of 3 weeks we should get the pond wrapped up. Yeah, so that's a bit of good news really. Every cloud and all that, but it's yeah, it just seems a long old time. 2 years we've been waiting, and it's like 4 or 5 steps forward and then a couple of 3 steps back with this yard. Every time we push, we keep hitting resistance, and I don't like it, not one bit. So yeah, well, I hope you're all doing okay anyway, guys. It's seems like the channel's growing. We're nearly at 200 subscribers. Whoop whoop! 200 subscribers. Just remember, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe if you want to carry on seeing the evening waffle with Sam every fortnight. You'll get lots of great content throughout the week from Jack and me when I remember to film. You know, we've got a good old bunch of boys to film, and there's always something different going on. We are here, there and everywhere. So yeah, I will try and think of a different subject matter to waffle on about next week. No, week after. Because the last one was about planning as well, and this one's been about planning, so I think I've worn the planning situation out. But there's always something to waffle about, always something to waffle about, because there's so many idiots in the world. So yeah, I'll have to have a little dive into the archives and see what I can find to waffle on about to you lot. So yeah, but thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. It's probably one of the better things you can do this week. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to go home, put my feet up, not do a lot really this evening, and it's curry night, chicken curry tonight. Can't wait. Been looking forward to it all day. So yeah. Right, waffle, waffle, waffle. Have a lovely evening, guys. Ciao, Bella. Do well. Say hello to Bonbons, look. Little Bonbons. You see her in the video earlier, didn't you? Well, I got an air freshener with little Bonbons on it. Woohoo! Little Bonbons! Well, I do well. Ciao, Bella. Bye-bye.
And guys, it's load up time. Grab. Full of crush, ready to go to a job. Not our job, for another job, customer's job. Cloudy, that's better. Yeah, crush on the grab. And Sam's got a hardcore muck away to come back. We're loading up the flatbed with the fencing for the yard. And I thought I'd show you this. So you might have seen WELDERFABBER on YouTube. He's the sort of chief maintenance bloke, welder for Fox Group. And he had a lovely gilet on. Me and Sam in true WELDERFABBER style. All right, boy. All right, boy. All right, boy. There you go, look at that. Look at that, all the movement he needs to dance. Lovely stuff. Job's a good one, guys. Right, just heading up for day 3 of my Transport Manager CPC. I'm actually studying with the RHA, the Road Haulage Association. I thought they must know what they're on about, so why not give them a go? All online, even the exams. So today we're doing operator licensing. So I'm actually talking about lorries. So I make a coffee, sit down, get the zoom on, do my hair, make sure I look on point, and get studying.
Right guys, today's task. So, side fence has been done a long while ago, as you can see. It's all growing through nicely. We've got to give it a little bit of a trim up. But today's task, Legs is digging a hole. We're going to get a corner post in here. And then we're going to run up this bank, straight up this bank, up to the top, and straight along to join the other fence, right over there in the distance. Andy's up here doing a lovely, marvellous job. So let's get the first post in, guys. There goes Yorkie, look. There goes Yorkie in his low loader, look. Whoa. Go on, Yorkie. Bop, bop. There he goes, look, King Gary. So that's that one gone. Anyway guys, got the fence up this slope. Managed to get round the corner, up the slope. Doesn't look pretty, but what it is it's secure. So instead of stepping it, instead of going up step, we've just followed the gradient. I know it's not what you're meant to do, but it looks okay and it's secure. Lovely, lovely job. There it is, guys. Nothing special, like I said, but it's got us up this huge slope. I mean, we're probably a good 15 foot above the path, so we've managed to climb it. So now we've got to take it right the way over to the 9-tonner. Straight line, straight through here. That's the plan, guys. So yes.
So that's my day's training done. So I just nipped downstairs, see what these boys have been getting on with. I'm not in tomorrow, it's actually my birthday. So I'm off. So those boys are over at the pond, getting it all sanded up. So we are ready for lining on Monday. So I'll get Sam to do some filming tomorrow and I'll add that to the video. And then next week, it's all about lining. The pond blokes say it'll be in a day. So watch this space for the next video. Okay then.
Guys, back at the pond. What we are on sanding up all the flat areas ready for liner on Monday. So Andy's loading Connor up. Connor is bringing it in, tipping it in piles on the side of the pond, and I am shoveling it level. So I reckon I've done 20 tonnes so far. You can't really see the edge, you know, the flat areas. They're quite, you know, they're not as defined as they will be. But it's getting there. Because this is such chalky ground, it's full of flint. It's got to be done. So we're over halfway, I'd say. But it's hard going, guys, and it's hot. It is very, very hot. So not a lot of filming going to be done today. Should have time-lapsed it really, but you know what I'm like? Chunky's out on deliveries. Here he comes, look. Chunky's out on deliveries. Jack's got a day off. So yes, Jack picked the best day off to have off, didn't he, look? 40 tonne to shovel, and we're about halfway. So let's crack on, guys, let's crack on. If I don't catch up with you at the end of today, which is Friday, I'll catch up with you Tuesday, because I'm off Monday. Lovely jubbly.